Good morning, everybody. Live from downtown Manhattan in New York City, the financial district. It's HowieDoinIt with Whitey ShedStrong in the house. Today is Friday, November 15th, 2019, and it's episode number 259. Now, you know on Fridays, it's always about Grateful Friday. Now, Grateful Friday it's something that we've been through together. I usually wear the shirt, but it's cold. But I'm wearing my Team V shirt. This shirt means a lot to me too. So, how do I even begin to put last night into a few minutes? This is the first morning where I really don't have my thoughts written down. They're coming from here because the word that I kept thinking about all night is inspired. This room, the people who organized it, the people who donate to it, the people who give gifts to it. I'm inspired by everybody's effort. On a 1 to 10, last night was a 20. There was not a flaw in the program. It was unbelievable. And for me to have played a little part in the big picture of the Reeve Foundation, I'm humbled, I'm honored that they let me do what I did. And Alan T. Brown, my hero, buddy, you are amazing. Your mom, your brothers, and God, did the community come out for you. Now behind me, I have Whitey. Whitey hasn't been on since day 100 when Joey and I went up to Sheds, New York. Wow, Avi, you're really being kind. I love that handsome man behind you. You're not in Sheds, New York. Avi, my brother, what a night. You know, you did yours 2 weeks ago when it comes together like this. But Avi, the difference is, and you know when they dimmed the lights at your event and some of the survivors talked and all of that, these are just people in wheelchairs all over the room, and one with a crazier story than the next. And they're all the greatest attitudes. So inspirational. So I couldn't be happier to have shared it with my son Max and his girlfriend Alexa. We brought Brenda with us. It's great to have her there. Joey G and Gina, Marcella, Jamie and Mara. I mean, it just was a phenomenal night. Amy came with Whitey. Amy, you're a doll. Thank you for being there with us. So I'm just talking about the immediate group that came with me, and then there was 500 other people. The word that I'm going to use is inspire. Think about what are you going to do today to inspire not only yourself, but others who are in need. Gratitude for their attitude. Their attitudes are off the charts. You talk about people that just the craziest accidents, the craziest circumstances. As I'm leaving last night, and I thought I was done, I think her name was Hannah. I met Hannah. Hannah fell off a cliff in Thailand. She just finished her second marathon. It's just insane stories. And then I finally met Gilly. Gilly pulled Alan out of the water in Martinique. And then I met Danny Human. Danny was Whitey's. Danny was Alan's and is still his best friend who got paralyzed at 18. So they were all there. I met them all, and one after the other, and Alan's kids, and Michelle, and it was a night for the ages that I'll never forget. But what it inspires me to want to do is more. We are so fortunate to have health. We have friends and people and networks that we need to show them this is what life's all about. You know, as I sit here down on Wall Street, and you got all the titans of the world in finance, a lot of them do the right thing and give back with time and money. But a lot of them, I was one. I was here. We get caught up in working all day. There's nothing better than to give back. My sister, I shared this with her last night. It was so awesome to have her there, and she just said it best. We are all so blessed. I want to inspire people. It's so awesome when I hear from people and they say because of me, they don't give up. I inspired this guy right? 100 days ago, smoking cigarettes, sitting in a wheelchair, not getting out of his comfortable hamlet up there in Sheds, New York. And look at him, 159 days later. Hi, Whitey.
Hi, Howie.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
Whitey's feeling a little emotional. It's a big night for him. But what did you get out of that? How inspired are you?
It inspires me just to continue along the path that I've been on and to just keep working harder, you know. They made me walk home last night.
How cold was it?
It didn't bother me where I come from, but everything and walking down there and Jamie walking with me, and trust me, it wasn't easy. But I said, I gotta do this. I gotta be one that I'm able, and I put my mind to it, and just being there with friends. I had a couple of mishaps because I lose my balance.
Why do we have to talk about that? You had a great night. They are gonna get a video of him he played the drums in the after party. He brought the house down. Matter of fact, people thought he was the hired help, and the guy was just one of the audience. So, a lot of great things, but really, from a 1 to 10, how inspiring was that? 200? 500?
I have tears running down my eyes. It blew me away. And just the love, the affection, and the support that I felt last night is off the charts. I'm going to drive home with a smile on my face all the way back to Sheds. But just thank you, all my friends who came through and was there for Howie and I. He's the man. He's my Michael Jordan on this team. But there's so many people that are involved and so many people that have worked so hard to get us to this point. And I'm just looking so forward to the future.
You know, Whitey says it best. There's no I in team. And last night's event, we'll put up pictures. You know, Marcella, what a character she is. Yeah, she finally let me check her coat. Hey, Marcella, if you're listening, thank you. You let me check your coat. Avi, thank you, my brother. I appreciate your words. And Wayne Kurtz, Wayne, you just can't even imagine. I know you live in Decaland, and I know you're around superhuman athletes. These were superhuman athletes that got hurt. They got hurt in accidents, and now they're living their lives in wheelchairs. So what do? Eric LeGrand last night, Rutgers University. He's got a book, Believe. Eric has charities. I mean, one after the other. I wish I could remember every name. Paralympians. These were people that were great before, and they're even greater now. They just have a wheelchair and some paralysis that gets in their way. But they don't let it. Wayne, you would eat it up. You would love these people. No cigars right now, Kathy. It's way too early, but Whitey gave up smoking. So why let him even get back in there with a cigar? Would you have a cigar?
No, right now, no.
Good. Jamie, you're amazing. You know, these friends that we've made, Jamie and Alan and now Danny, and the picture of Gilly and Alan at Club Med Martinique. I guess back then in late 80s, they didn't have buttons on their shirt. Alan and Gilly's shirt, I mean, you can laugh. But the dancing, at the end of the night when Whitey was taking over the crowd with his drumming, there were as many wheelchairs dancing as there were people, and it's like you don't see the chairs. It's so inspiring. So, listen, I put it out there to raise a certain amount of money, and you know me, as soon as we got there, I raised it, and then I took a people approach, and my 3 kids, Max, Natalie, and Claudia, Max, and Natalie, however I do it, Natalie first, you guys are the greatest. You're always there for me. You put me over the top. But the other 102 people, and I saw last night, a couple of more donations came in. That's amazing. That's the number one amount of people in a group to make donations. We averaged an average donation of about $180, which is great, right? 100 people and $180, there you go. We got to 18,000. Probably trying to get to 20, but I'm not going to go public with that. So, but on a serious note, if everybody gets an email from the Reeve Foundation at some point, which I'm sure they will, just send it to a friend. And maybe they'll send it to a friend because they have so much work to do. Their son and daughter, Christopher and Dana Reeve's son and daughter, he emceed the event. Besides them being incredibly good looking and looking like their parents, what a class group of young adults. Just amazing. And everybody was approachable. You went over and talked to them. They were approachable. So this journey that I've been on, 200... Oh yeah, Mark Messier, a lot of athletes were there. Again, all approachable. Mark Messier, when Alan was in a wheelchair, Mark Messier, like Alan, the big hockey guy, him and Jamie, they were like, they should have been in the pros. I don't know, maybe Jamie will tell me why they're not playing in the pros, because everything Alan tells me is they were both better than anybody that's ever played the game. Right, Jamie? Right, Alan? Michelle, you're amazing. You know, Alan's blessed to have a Michelle in his life. And being with Beth last night, coming up and meeting new friends, it was incredible. And let's see who's here. We got Heidi. Heidi, listen, you know, Heidi, you work on paddleboarding and you know how strong the people in the CF community are. That's people born with cystic fibrosis. And my friend Heidi, who's on here now, she has taken upon this role and playing a huge role in the Piper's Angel Crossing for a Cure charity down in Florida. But she knows because she goes out there and puts it out there and paddleboards from Bimini to Lake Worth through the night. Crazy water, shark-infested waves, but she practices and does it and passionate about it. And last night, that's what I was around. I was around the room of Heidi's, and I was around a room of Blair's. Blair, your boyfriend's here. She told me to do this. That's from Blair. Blair, I know how you feel about this guy, and he's having trouble talking right now. But it was amazing, and you know what you feel. And then, you know, New York, I'm not just saying this, but when they put on a party, it's always New York.
The Knicks won last night.
Ah, who cares about the Knicks? And that was last night. As beautiful a venue, with the most incredible people, with the most unbelievable speeches, and it has me thinking how blessed I am to have met Jamie while I was doing a good deed. Hey Jamie, 2 years ago, right? September 2017, you were the captain of my team. Through you, I meet Alan, and through Alan, I meet a world of people. It's just amazing how this all happens. DJ, thank you last night. I appreciate that. So we have a lot of awesome people on here today. Jennifer, Jason, Skip. My man Skip, you know, he's a friend from DC, and we met up at a J-Rad concert a few weeks ago, and he's been showing up every day. Thank you. And Evo doesn't go on Facebook, but my brother Evo's been there every step of the way for me, and he's always there to support me in everything that I do, and I appreciate that. So
once in a while, you get shown the light in the strangest of places.
if you look at it right. All right, that's one of Whitey's Grateful Dead lines, and I know we're going over today. Amy's saying hi, handsome. I think she's talking to you, maybe me. Allison, always great. Chris Breed, yes, inspiring to watch him do his push-ups. Shelly, you're amazing. Thanks for coming in. Joey, definitely. Gina, amazing, incredible. Richard, Kenny. There's a lot of people on here today, Whitey. I think they're happy to see you. Persky, I know, I'm sorry we missed you too, but you're here. You helped in what we're doing. We had an opportunity to see Moss yesterday. Moss came down, saw myself and Whitey, and he was so great. He took Whitey, drove him to where the venue would be, showed him if he walked how far it was. Friends for 55 years. That's what they do. And Neil G from the West Coast, Whitey just whispered in my ears that the Knicks won. How about that? Miracles do happen. I'm still not inspired. Meanwhile, yesterday I got on a JetBlue plane. It was a Jets. Neil, I meant to send it to you. I think I forgot, or I did. I was very scared to get on. I sent my son a text. Is it safe to get on? And of course, he said yes. But my friend Chop said, I think twice. So It's Debbie. Thank you so much. I appreciate yesterday. So it's just wonderful, this community we've created. And like I said, last night, the Alan T. Brown, his family, his brother lives his life to become an advocate to make New York City accessible to wheelchairs. He's got over 50% of the taxis on his way to 100%. That's his life goal. He works tirelessly day and night to improve the lives of those challenged, those that have to live their lives in wheelchairs. And how about you, Marcella? You come as beautiful as you are, you're mingling with the crowd, and they got you trekking now to Mount Kilimanjaro. They were rounding out the team last night. They took a team picture, and they invited me in, and they said, you know, if you come in the picture, you just don't know. I just can't commit at this time. You know, I'm definitely gonna do the Grand Canyon next summer, the rim to rim with Jack and that crowd. And Whitey wants to do some sort of race next year. But, you know, my buddy Jack Daly, who motivates me every day, he's got 95 marathons. I want to join him on either 98, 99, or 100, just like my kids did for me. His 100th is going to be in Athens. So, Whitey, as we wrap it up here, what words of wisdom can we tell? And what do you want to share that's helpful for people that are stuck, people that are in a bad spot, people that are feeling sorry for themselves, or they can't get out of their own way? We know how you feel emotionally, how happy you are, but let's give some nuggets, some advice, because you're living proof that you got out of a wheelchair with hard work. You were walking last night, and yeah, but you did. What do you want to say to people?
I just want to say, when you think everything is going the wrong way, is when you got to really dig deep and find that inner strength to pull around you that will support you, which is one thing over the past 259 days that I've really realized. You know, I got tears coming down. I just had such an amazing, inspired, grateful evening last night. Just the number one, I'm honored that I was invited to come to this. And after experiencing it last night, I am going to put a lot of my time and effort and dedication into the Reeve Foundation and all my other friends who are suffering from some kind of something, because in this day and age, we all got something. And I'm just here to support and do my best I can moving forward.
I don't know why Joey G just called us, but he might have broke the signal. Could somebody tell us if we're still live? Anybody, just a thumbs up? Joey, what were you thinking? What, you're looking for your cigars? All right, I think it's still working. Okay. Joey, what are you thinking? The man's in the middle of speaking.
Oh my God.
Gina, he's a work in progress.
Yes.
Yes, a work in progress, but we love him. Thank you, Blair, I appreciate that. And Avi, so everybody stayed to hear you, man. The people aren't running. It's Friday.
I'm crying, you know, come on.
Stop being a crybaby.
I can't.
Guy's a crybaby.
I am a baby.
Whitey, on behalf of everybody from the Reeve Foundation, here.
Thank you so much.
So, I have a busy day in New York today. I'm really excited. I'm going to interview the founder of the podcast for The Morning Brew. The Morning Brew is a daily email that my daughter turned me on to, and I've turned it on to a bunch of people. If you're not already using it, themorningbrew.com, and then they have a podcast called Business Casual. As I sit down here on Wall Street, and we know there's a thousand things you can read or watch, I recommend it. So I have that, and then I have some other business today, and friends and family, and continue to keep it going. But if you didn't get a chance to listen to Shay on my podcast yesterday, he should, you know, he's already involved in his own things. He is one of the most inspiring human beings. Embrace the suck. Embrace the suck. And what that means is you got to embrace it, because it's going to happen. It's part of life. Life is about embracing the suck and what do you do with it. So thank you, Kathy. Kathy listened to it, and she just said it was incredible. My good friend Mootsie, who listens to all of them, he wrote me a really, really beautiful thing last night. And said to me that he needs to meet this guy. He's changing lives. He got burned over 65% of his body and was told that he would never be able to get his arm. It like melted into his chest. 40 operations later, 35, 40 operations. He's a world-class triathlete, 5 kids, a great guy, into faith, just a good, solid dude. And I met him while going through the Grand Canyon hike last summer. Just amazing people. So I can't wait to get back. There was only one problem. I didn't get to know him on the hike because he's an animal. He ran the Grand Canyon. Later that night at dinner, I said, Shay, why'd you run? If you listen to the podcast, 2/3 of his body don't sweat and 1/3 does, so you get dehydrated the longer he stays out there. So by running, sure, why not run 30 miles in 125 degrees? But that's what that guy can do. He is amazing. And you're all amazing. Thank you for your donations. Thank you for sharing my link. Thanks for putting up with us. But when we get passionate about something, I know you're there for us. And I'm going to be passionate. This isn't a one and done with the Reeve Foundation, as it's not a one and done with the Jimmy V. It's never a one and done with colorectal cancer. My girl Michelle, think about her all the time and the inspiration. And let's not forget cystic fibrosis. Cystic fibrosis, what Travis, Blair, and Heidi are doing with their team of people, they're the best. So I look forward to coming home and getting back involved and figuring out my role in their event. I wish I could commit to the paddleboard, but Heidi, I need a lesson. So we're gonna start with the lesson, all right, Blair? And passion rules, absolutely. And I'm just so passionate that we all did this together as a team and a community. And I am gonna give a standing ovation to my friend Alan T. Brown. Alan, you are incredible. You inspire me every day. You're amazing, and I look forward. It's so cool, I just kind of met you. We got so much time together. And Davey G is on the phone. You know, he never comes on live. Davey G is a brother, a BFF, and he is somebody that inspires me. He leads a life that I admire. Just the best. The qualities about him as a friend, as my brother, who's helped me during my darkest times and who's there to support me during these transitional times. Davey G, I hope yesterday went okay for you getting drilled. I did it too the other day, never fun. But last night was just off the charts, magical. And Whitey here says hello to you. Avi's on, he's saying Davey G, my other brother. Blair, we got to do that. You know, I'm thinking I like that bar you took me to better than paddling. But maybe if you tell me we could paddle and then go to the bar, because I don't think I could do the bar and then paddle. But let's definitely get something on and let's at least give it a try. Because who knows, right? You never, ever know. But to all my friends that dedicate their time, efforts, and energies into inspiring others and charities and giving back, you're all amazing. I learn from you every day, and I'm going to continue to elevate my game to help those that need the help, and it just feels great. So I know we're all really busy. I know. All right, I'm in. Blair, I'm in. I know that we're all busy. I know that we all have families. I know we all have financial pressures, career pressures, health issues, relationship issues. God, there'd be no HowieDoinIt if it was all perfect. You wouldn't want to hear me talk. So everybody's got to just find a little time. 5 minutes a week, 10 minutes a week, one phone call, one something. It's great to write a check, don't get me wrong. But it's really great to help. And to mentor somebody that's in that world of whichever one it is so many people who need us. So think about time. Time is valuable, but we only have so much of it. Maybe a little less time on the internet, a little less time on Facebook, a little less time posting on Facebook, and just give back a little bit more. And you know, when I met Whitey, I'm gonna wrap it up here. when we started doing this, we said, wouldn't it be great one day if we used our platform to raise money? And I said, yeah, we probably should do something about spinal cord injury since you had that accident. And he goes, yeah, because that would be good. But we never knew how to do it. What were we going to tell somebody to send 50, 100, 1,000 to a whatever, a low? And I meet Alan Brown. Thank you, Jamie. And Alan Brown is getting on it. This stuff doesn't happen by coincidence. So now Whitey knows for the rest of his life, if there's a charity, if he had to pick one that he could get involved with, he's got the entree. He's there. Spinal cord injury. Kelly, she runs Team Reeve. She's amazing. Whitey, that's your contact. Just keep picking times, days, reasons to do it, and you just do great acts of charity. It's amazing. Chris, what a great saying, Chris Reed. If you can't give financially, which Chris, she's got some challenges, so she helps this guy. She comes and she helps him, and that's how she gives back. And at least you could give your time.
Say hi to Fender.
Say hi to Fender.
And Sammy.
And so that's it. We're going to let everybody get on. It's Wall Street. People got money to make down here. We can't just hog the lobby. But HowieDoinIt live from Lower Manhattan, Wall Street, the financial district. Inspired, Grateful Friday, pay it forward, be where your feet are, be kind, and just keep helping those that could use our help. And have an amazing day. Thank you for being part of our journey in bringing awareness to spinal cord injury. Thanks to all my friends. Thanks to everybody who came out for me last night, for Whitey, for Alan, for Jamie and Joey, who are going to go to Mount Kilimanjaro. You'll hear me talk about that. And then all the other friends of mine who are out there every day. Love you guys. You're awesome. Have an amazing day.
Love you, brother. Love you, buddy. I can't stop crying.
Just drive home safely, all
Yeah,
right? Got a lot of people worry about you.
I'll be good. I
all right,
promise.
when you get home, just let everybody know.
I will. I promise.
I'll be around the city till tomorrow, so if you want to see me, you know where to find me. Have an amazing day. It's bad, I don't want to say goodbye.
I know. It's like I can sit here with you all day and do that.
No, they don't need to see us all day.
They don't. But
you know what's really nice about being around you?
Tell me.
You don't smell from cigarettes.
I stopped smoking. I made a promise to you.
Well,
Sit on my shoulder all the time. And
it's awesome.
And
I feel commitment.
Great. Yep, made a commitment and stuck to it. I'm gonna stick to it too. Yeah. I love you guys.
Awesome day. Awesome event. HowieDoinIt live from New York City.